Hey everyone, it's Neptorka here, back for another reaction video. We're looking at the Gacha revenue for June. It is that time for some Gacha wars. We're gonna go through the whole list. I'm gonna be as quick as possible, because I know, there's too many to count. Make my points on the stuff that I've seen, and let me tell you, things I expect out of this one. It's very possible the HSR is still number one. It is I want to see how high Snowbreak has recovered. First full month back, even though they had problems, we'll see how they ended up. It's gonna kind of show where they go in the future. I'm interested in CZN to see where it's going, because we actually had another true limited character drop. And Wuthering Waves, I want to see if it dropped more this patch or not. We'll see. Alright, before we get started, please remember that these are only mobile revenue. But it does give us a good indicator as to what's going on overall. So, let's get to it. I don't recognize any of these down at the bottom. Astra Knights of Ada, this one's gonna fall off real soon. Or I should say collapse completely. Eversoul, I believe, is EOS, so its revenue is just gonna tank completely, which is a shame. It was pretty good. Counter side is EOS. They claim that they're not gonna be working on it much anymore, which is kind of sad. I really do like this, but the game has really lived a long life, so we'll see. But I think let's take a look at how good Star Savior is doing, because right now apparently Counterside, the team behind Counterside, is not very happy with how Star Savior is doing, and that was supposed to be kind of like their replacement, and it's just not doing as well. Never heard of Overfield. Silver and Blood is just kind of dwindling down to irrelevancy, which is kind of unfortunate, but it went offline for a while and it's not recovering. Hegan Uruthial. I'm surprised this is still going. I thought they were going to change it. Maybe they still will, but we'll see. All Firing, I heard about this releasing. Yeah, don't expect much out of this. Last Origin R+, I'm wondering if that is an explicit game, like Brown Dust. Alright, let's see what we got. Ash Echoes, No Data, Girls Frontline. Snowbreak Containment Zone. Oh, this is a death sentence. Yeah, I think it's over for Snowbreak. The only chance they survive is if they come back and they say in the next patch, "Hey, we're finally ready to talk to you. We had to bring the game up online early because of like laws in China," which is very possible, but as of right now, this game is shot. This game used to make over $1 million sometimes per month, and making 95,000. They're in trouble. I mean, this is the worst it's ever been. You can see, look at this. Just to give you perspective, it was open for 2 days in March, and it made more money than all of May. That's a problem. Oh, it even shows Steam online if it's got a Steam. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty helpful. Interesting. Okay, but I mean, you can see 2.35 million a year ago. It was making $1 million on average every single month. Very possible that this game just shuts down. That's not, wait, I thought Starseed was down at the bottom. Oh, I was thinking of Astra Veda. Okay, never mind. Recently saw some cool artwork from this, but unfortunately they couldn't back up their artwork with actual gameplay. Let's see. More Idolmasters, Rishi City, Anchor Panic. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Atelier. It sucks that the global version of this is gone, but they just had to shut it down. Oh, I'm glad Mormons is still running. I couldn't get behind it, but this is like CZN but darker. And honestly, I think just bad marketing has prevented this from being like one of the best out there, like top 50 game. Cookie Rush Oven Smash, they made a new game? I don't know. Alright. Ethereum Restart is thankfully declining more. Still can't believe how much money they made off of tricking a lot of fools. Lost Sword. I haven't logged into Lost Sword in a while. I don't expect it to succeed for very long. They have too much physics. I know there are some people that feel like there can never be too much physics, but they did. It's pretty bad. I enjoyed playing it for a bit, but overall not very good. Never heard of Star Wars Mecha Girls. How long has this been going? $8 months. Release date August. Oh, is that the global release date? Must be. Dislight still hanging in there, man. Outer Plane as well. This still makes me really sad that Stellasaura is just not doing very good. There's a lot of data missing. So I'm going to assume that no, I'm not going to assume anything. I'm so bummed. Like I really do enjoy Stellasaura, but I have a feeling in the end it's not gonna make it long term. All right, how long has this been out? Girl Wars. Like some of these I'd never heard before. Release date March 20, over a year ago. Okay. Mekarashi. This is, oh man, is this C-Sun's other game? I think so. And honestly, this is such a joke compared to Snowbreak, and it's a shame that they put more of their resources into this. Star Savior. Oh yeah. This is what we were looking for. This is Studio B-Side's other game compared to Counterside, and this is not good, and I think it's just going to continue to go down. Especially since they had like some type of like half anniversary or something. I can't remember what it was. It was like a half anniversary for like the other for the other side of the planet, for the Chinese region. And this does not bode well at all. However, they only have global data here. That's kind of confusing to me. Overall, I enjoyed a little bit of it, but honestly, it just got old really quick. All right. Echocalypse, man, I can't believe this hangs in there. Super horny game. They just have global. The gameplay is awful, to be honest. Like, the artwork sure looks great, but the gameplay looks terrible. Okay. Let's see what else I see in here. Brown Dust 2. A little bit of a down. The Helena skin wasn't there anymore. However, this month coming up, we're going to get all of the... Let's say they just had the idol stuff, but they didn't have any skins. See, that's the thing, is Brown Dust won't do much money if they don't have skins. They're becoming very much like Azure Lane, but they're not releasing skins at a fast enough click to, to be able to capitalize on that. I guarantee you next month is going to be crazy increase. Probably... It would, yeah, this 5 million number wouldn't surprise me. Fully expect this to be in the anywhere from 4 to 7 million next month. I've seen the skins, they look amazing. Just expect it. This is gonna do really well. Really wish this was on Steam. It pisses me off that they couldn't get through on that. Princess Connect Redive, man, it's been a long time since I played that. Langrisser. Epic 7 dropped a lot. This is actually kind of interesting. No, I take that back. Salome came out in April, and we've had kind of a dead month, and next month we're going to get Rihanna and Luciella. This number is probably going to go up, probably surpassing this 2 million mark. No, because this is like a whole bunch of anniversary stuff as well. So the number will go up, but it won't be a ton. Let's just put it like that. So, yeah. I think this is the new plateau for Epic 7 ever since CZN released. But I think it's also the fact... I want to say some of it comes from the stabilization of their PC client. CZN releasing with a PC client showed a lot of people that Epic 7 also had one, and I think a lot of people switched over, but I don't want to put too much stock into that. I really think CZN just took a lot of players from Epic 7. I could be wrong about that, but we'll see. Let's see next month when Rihanna and Luciella come out and see, how well they do. Oh, let's see. Heaven Burns Red, staying the same. Isekai Slow Life. Man, some of these I've never seen before. They must have really gone through and updated their data. I still need to re-download this and just see how it's doing. Okay. Fire Emblem Heroes. Honestly, Fire Emblem Heroes should be doing worse. The only reason I'm glad it's doing better is because it's telling Nintendo that their new Fire Emblem Shadows was garbage. And they should have never done that. The end. Girls Frontline 2 dropped a bunch. I believe Void Mestina is over, so it's been kind of like off characters for the entire month, and for the beginning of this month it's gonna be the same. The next big character, I don't know when the next big character is gonna drop. So actually I think Void Mestina was split between these 2 months, so we'll see. It isn't their lowest month, but it definitely doesn't look that great. It is on Steam, so that does take a lot of players away. We'll see. I wish this was doing better, but I'm also confident in, what's the company? I don't know the company. Mika or whatever. I mean, you look down here and, I can't even find it. But, it's right around here. Neural Cloud. This is done by the same company. It's a Girls Frontline game. They are still supporting it. So, and here's Girls Frontline regular, the original. So, if anything, you know that they're going to continue to support the game, which is awesome. All right, AFK, Bleach, Persona. This is actually doing pretty good, even though I heard it's kind of crummy. Path to Nowhere. continuing to do well. I think it's finally getting the respect it's deserved after a long time. So it's kind of getting a revival, somewhat like Brown Does 2, or like Snowbreak when it originally had its revival. So that's actually pretty cool. Mongol Stardive dropped off a bunch. You know, I considered going to play this, and I decided not to because it doesn't have a skip button. Sorry, don't have a skip button, not worth it. There's no way I would ever join a game without a skip button. It's just not worth it. Shadowverse is a card game, still continually popular. Memento Mori still surprises me how much money this game makes. It's a pure AFK, but it doesn't look like they have any data for this month. Blue Archive, a little bit of a boost because the global has somewhat of an anniversary. It's like a half anniversary going on right now. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. It's about to happen in about a week. So expect global numbers to stay the same, if not improve. We'll see how it goes. Wow, iOS has Blue Archive 12-year-olds. Oh my gosh. Apple Store. Come on, man. There's nothing bad in this game. It's mostly just all goofy. It's pretty much all goofy with a little bit of fan service. Nothing that should require it to have an 18 plus version and 12 plus version. Oh boy. Sword and Staff, heard about this a lot. Honestly, it doesn't seem like it's for me, so I just didn't even bother. Dragon Traveler, probably one of the better idle games out there, doing well at the moment. Holy shit! Holy moly, drop off for Endfield. You know what? This makes sense. I don't think there's been a new banner all of the month of May. Zhuang Fangyi, I think, came out. Yeah, I think Zhuang Fangyi came out in April. So let's wait a month before we judge this. With Mifu coming out, I expect this to just whoop, because Mifu, at least I think so, is more popular than Zhuang Fangyi, and people have time to collect. Let's give it a chance. Archetypes is definitely one in which most people are playing on the computer as opposed to their phone, but still, it was surprising to see this drop here. I didn't even think about it, but there hasn't been a new banner throughout the entirety of May, so if you're a fan of this game, don't worry too much. Azure Lane, still cooking, had a Chinese anniversary, which their anniversaries, they do one for each region, and they're all bangers. So it's not, well, except for the global one, they really cheat the global one, mostly because it's so close to the Japanese one, and Japanese makes a whole lot more than the global side of things. So, I mean, honestly, it's not that much more, but anyways. I mean, this is to be expected. This will drop next month, but not by much. Couple of Girl Gooner games. Let's see, Chaos Zero Nightmare. There we go. I wanted to see the recovery of Chaos Zero Nightmare because, oh, and there's no Chinese data too. So I expect this number to be higher. Like much higher. Like if the Chinese data were in here, we're talking like 8 million or so. So this is pretty cool. Hyde Marie came out. She's pretty good. Artwork is on point, so I'm glad about this. I was a little worried for a second about Chaos. Like, it was dipping hard. So I'm glad it reverted the trend. It'll never get back up to its launch numbers again. But, you know, we'll see how it does. We'll see where it kind of plateaued. Or not plateaus, but where it kind of settles on the chart. I have a feeling that 3 billion is probably going to be where it is. You're probably going to see a lot of Epic 7, Chaos Zero Nightmare. Because I really think they share a lot of the same fan base. So, Reverse 1909, they just had... China just had a anniversary banner with a very popular character that I personally cannot wait for. So, this doesn't surprise me. They'll drop again next month, but I'm glad to see that it's continuing to do money. Reverse 1909, very much like Mormons and Path to Nowhere, years after its release, is finally getting the respect it deserves, so I'm glad. Yeah, you can see the half anniversary months. the global anniversary, half anniversaries for it's pretty consistent. So, all right. Oh, and I think that highest month is that highest month. 7.41. This was the collab with Assassin's Creed. What the hell was in January? This would have been Paper Heron? I don't know about this. Yeah. I don't know why this did so well. It's too long ago for me to remember. Alright, some of the DBZ games, One Piece games in there. Okay, here we go. ZZZ. It moved up just a little bit with the release of Promia. Starlight Billy is going to bring it down, but I do believe this will shoot up big time next month. It's their anniversary. Don't expect it to like do like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail's anniversaries do. But it'll go back up to, I would say, probably 26 or so million. So it's going to have a definite bump from that anniversary. Let's see. This was Yesheng Wang. These two, Yesheng Wang, I think, came out like the last few days of December. And then carried over into January. And then we had some good ones after that with the Angels of Delusion. And then we've had kind of a drop off. So this should come around. Will it reach 38 million like it did last year? No. I think you're looking at like something like 26 or 27, something like this right here. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be a new element, so everyone's going to be going for it. All right, Ume Musume, doing pretty good. 2 million there. All right, and here we go. Neverness to Everness. How well it's doing with a first full month. 22 million. Pretty damn good. Like that. I mean, this is solid. You can't complain about this at all. So, pretty good job with this. Man, if there's ever a game that I just like, at the end of the day, I forget to do like dailies in it. It's always Neverness to Everness because it's just like, I don't know, I can't get into it as much as others. I'm still giving it a try, kind of like I did with CZN, but I don't expect it to last long. We'll see. All right, let's see. We have Nikkei still riding off of its anniversary. It came out with Prika, and it still had Neo Neon going on, and then Prika and Mint came out, and it just, gosh, it made even more money. I think the anniversary, though, it started like towards the end of April, so this is kind of expected, but wow, this is the biggest month they've had in a long time. It's pretty damn good, man. All right. So we're into the top 5. I'm actually very intrigued at this top 5 here. So there's Arc Knights. I don't know what was going on in Arc Knights to get 30 million. But it must have been a Chinese New Year or something. Then we have Wuthering Waves. Okay. I mean, I trashed them hard for doing so poorly, even though their anniversary came out with like nothing but like 3 days. Usually people spend at the beginning of it. 31 million is a good recovery. This is probably mostly Hiyuki. However, I've been looking up a lot of art to try and like catch up. I have a site that I go to and I collect art and use it as wallpapers on my computer. And I gotta say, man, Denia is super popular with artists. I don't know if that carries over, but I've seen more art for Denia by far than for Hiyuki. And, you know, that's just the way it is sometimes. For instance, you'd be surprised to hear this, but other than Rover, probably the most represented art out there is Phoebe. People love Phoebe. So, you know, I wonder how much of this is from Denia, but this is a pretty solid number, and we're going to see what the collab does to push this up. Now, I'm a little bit surprised because Wuthering Waves does not do well on mobile. It's just a fact because it's so poorly optimized. I've been playing some more Wuthering Waves recently, and I've been really enjoying that they finally got the story back on track. The story for the first 3 story chapters were just like, they were like sequential companion quests, and it like there was no main story. And then Luke's came out, and with Luke's and the one that came after Sigrika, they started to take all of the tiny little bits that they had dropped in the first 3 stories and tie them all together so that we have an actual main story going in, and it's made me so much happier. So we'll see what happens. We'll also see what happens with how super greedy they are with this collab. Gosh, I don't want to put a number on it because I don't really know. This is their first collab. If we had something to gauge off of, we would be able to sit there and be like, okay, this is how much you could have made if you weren't greedy, or the greed works. Fans of Wuthering Waves will eat up anything that's thrown at them and go from there. I don't know. We're gonna find out how much this Cyberpunk collab makes. So, we have the last 3, which is going to be Love in Deep Space, Genshin, and Honkai Star Rail. I predicted last month that it's very possible that Honkai Star Rail comes out on top again. Let's see if I'm right about that. Let's see. What's number 3? Okay, nope. I think this proves it. This proves it. That Evanescence was not as popular as Silverwolf. I mean, Silverwolf, this is kind of like a 2-parter anniversary because they had 2 characters that were worthy of being banner characters as their anniversary, which is rare. Most games don't do that. It's just not common. You usually want to focus on one thing. Like, for instance, last year, oh no, that wouldn't be a good example. Like, last year was Casterus, okay? And I believe the other unit on Casterus' banner was Cypher, and it just wasn't pushed anywhere near the same. So, yeah, people don't like whatchamacallit as much as I thought they would. Evanescence. I'm sure the Evanescence fans will be pissed. Man, they've been so salty that they didn't get the special treatment of Silverwolf. It's a weird thing to argue over, man. Just enjoy your character. Alright, Genshin. Dude, Genshin just keeps pumping out the same revenue like every month. This is crazy. This past month, like, what? Okay, Nicole dropped. Fair. But before this, it was like Linnea. Look at this. They used to have down months. But now, look at this. Absolutely incredible. You know what this is? This is the result of them with, well, Nodcry came, when did Nodcry come out? Columbina's here, I think. I was about to say, this is the result of Nodcry, like, performing very well, but this is... I'm impressed, man. I can't believe they keep making the same amount, like, every month. And next month, I guarantee you next month is going to be bigger. With Sandrone coming, oh, I guarantee you it's going to be bigger. Oh, man. I'm impressed now. They just keep doing the same amount. And then Love in Deep Space, #1. Girl Coomers win again. Is this even on? Okay, yeah. This is purely a mobile game. Oh, man. Well, that's it. That's everything for the month. Surprises? Let's see. Wuthering Waves doing as well as it did. I think, usually the bulk of the money goes out the window the first couple of days, and those occurred in April, so I expected this to not do as well. I want to say around like 22, 23 million. I'd have to go back in my video and check. So this surpassed expectations gloriously, which is good. Other big surprise, Arknight's Endfield. I expect this to just do a straight U-turn because not a new character dropped this month at all. And we'll see what happens. Any other surprises or changes I expect for next month? No. It'll be interesting to see how well ZZZ does, and it'll be interesting to see how well Wuthering Waves does. Those two things. Honkai Star Rail will drop. Because Morton X Blade just, it won't sell as well. Plus, did it come out yesterday? The very first day was in May. So, yikes. The next month for HSR is going to tank. But after that is going to be Rin Tosaka and Gilgamesh, and it's just going to go right back up. Wuthering Waves Cyberpunk collab will be very interesting to see. We'll see how well it does. Genshin Impact. It'll go down. You know what? I guarantee you, if there is a month that Wuthering Waves can beat the Hoyo games, it's got to be next month. If it doesn't happen next month, it'll never, ever happen. Like, next month is the perfect storm. The one that's going to be in the spotlight is ZZZ, and I just do not think that she is going to be able to outdo the Cyberpunk collab. Now, I could be wrong. The Cyberpunk collab could crash and burn. We'll see. I don't think that's going to be the case, but it very well could be the case. We'll just have to see. So that's everything for Gacha revenue. Very interesting this month. And the other thing that I'm very interested in seeing is I do want to see how Snowbreak does. If it recovers or not. Let's see if it recovers. So that's going to be kind of my thoughts for the upcoming month. We got some exciting releases coming up this month. I think the one I'm most excited for is Mifu in Enfield. But also the Wind Lady that's coming in ZZZ, I'm actually pretty excited for as well. So we'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoy this reaction, this breakdown. Good luck. Have fun in every game that you are playing. You don't have to toss shade at everyone else. Do remember though that you know, every time all of these do good, it's just the better for everyone. You know, competition is good. So, hope you guys enjoy this. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Neptorka out. See you guys.